Y'all can't commit to one solid boycott. Hell, the NFL, but you mad at Beyonce when you can't even commit to your own fights. I'm going to need everybody to make it make sense and climb to the highest mountain of be fucking for real.
Well, darling, there's only one God. Darling,
Welcome to the Dirty Bag Podcast. I'm your host, Cookie, and thank you for joining me for another segment of Midweek Cookie Crumble. So first, let me start by saying thank you guys. Because of your commitment and your support to this platform, I am now an award-winning podcast. Yes, the Dirty Bag Podcast took it home for the Best of Black Dallas Award for Best Podcast. I'm going to talk my shit. I'm going to talk my shit because we worked for it, because I earned it. So I had to get that out. Of my system real quick. Y'all, I am in here. I'm starting to wear Lee press-on nails to save money, save coins. And I took every last one of them off except two from the awards. So it's giving ghetto, but just, let me make it because y'all like ghetto. Because if you didn't, I wouldn't have won. But I want to say I appreciate everybody that rocks with this platform. What I've had to learn to appreciate about y'all is that because of this demographic, y'all are not the type to do performative public support. That's not y'all get down. What y'all will do is peek y'all head in the door real quick, see if I need anything from the store, tap in, and then you dip. But when it's time for y'all to show up and show out, you show up and you show the fuck out. And I couldn't ask for a better village. I simply couldn't. So yes, I appreciate y'all so much. You are not followers. You are not subscribers. You are my community. You are my family. So I want y'all to know that. And I hope that this win encourages those of you that have watched me and I've said this so many times, man, I'm a broken record on here, but I do understand repetition for emphasis. I have to keep saying these things till I beat it in your head that you can do your thing too, whatever that looks like. Stop playing around. But I want to get to the most important part of that night. Number one, y'all, I was fine. In my blue dream girl sequin dress, I didn't eat for like 3 business days so I could be just snatched enough that I wouldn't give Pooh Bear. Okay? Shout out to Shop Bougie. Shout out to Shop Bougie Hippie for that meltdown detox. Detox meltdown, baby. I was on somebody's toilet. It hurt. I had to get that Whataburger from summer of 2021 out my gut. So beauty is pain. And I definitely went through the pain so I could slay for y'all. And the slit was slitting. I'm going to always give Popeyes. It's going to always be breast and a thigh. And I was giving it on that red carpet. So, I just need y'all to know I was fine for y'all, Dirty Village. I was fine for us. The biggest part of the night for me, actually, it was my acceptance speech. The one thing that I can never do is speak without paying homage to the city that is largely responsible for my entryway into truth telling, which is my hometown of St. Louis. I always got to shout out St. Louis. And what brought me to this space, which many of you know, was Ferguson and documenting the protests, doing interviews, letting the world know, the way I could, as best as I could with my platform, that what y'all are seeing on the news about us is not accurate. Not accurate at all. And no matter how much time goes past, Ferguson was a long time ago. That was the 2014, 2016 era of my life. But when I talk about it, I still get choked up, and that's what happened on the stage. And it was a swift reminder that this shit, once it's in you, it's in you. The impact of it, how it changed my life, my relationships, how deeply those experiences will carry you for the rest of your life. It don't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what you go on to do. It is a part of you. It's a part of your legacy. And I'm grateful for that time. So that's going to segue into what my crumble is about today. Activism. Activism and outrage. What it means to be an activist, setting proper expectations for those around you, including our faves, and what happens when you are really with the shits. So I don't know what has suddenly happened over the past week and a half, But obviously, and I don't think I've spoke about this on here yet, but for those of you that don't know, in 2014, when the protests first kicked off, Palestinians were probably the biggest supporters of us on the ground. They would take to Twitter. They would tell us what to do when you got tear gas, you know, as far as having milk on you, what to do, how to dispose of your clothes, what happens when you take a shower afterwards. Like, Palestinians were on Twitter putting us on the game because we had no idea what we were doing. A lot of folks were not protesters before that, had no real experience with activism. So, you know, we didn't really know. We didn't know. We just knew that we were out there. There was police violence, and we was just doing the best we can to lift our voices. So it's going to always be love to Palestine, free Palestine. And why I'm bringing up Palestine is because with everything going on between them and Israel, first of all, it's genocide, okay? We're going to call it what it is. It's genocide. Yes, we need a ceasefire, like yesterday. Like yesterday. And the biggest thing with that right now is the call to action from the Black community. I don't know why y'all do us like this. I have no idea why y'all play in our faces this way. Yes, we support all marginalized people, but it has to get to a point where y'all can't use us as y'all punching bags and we're not performing the way you want. One thing I've seen in the past month especially is, well, you know, with Black Lives Matter, we stood up for you and now you guys are loudly silent. Y'all cannot play with us like that. Number one, Black people are not, it's specifically Black women, because that's who y'all really been trying. I'm gonna get to that in a minute. And I'm glad Lovey Ajay said it best. A few people DM'd her about not using her voice with the conflict, and her response was, look, I am not y'all social justice mammy, and we're not. Y'all actually really do like playing in Black women's face like that. Everybody is not our fight. Not saying that what's going on isn't wrong. It is atrocious. But you can't look at us and say, all right, let's go. Front lines, this is y'all job now. You can't do that. And y'all doing that with Beyonce of all people. When I tell y'all I am confusion with the way folks are really coming at her right now, it makes no sense. So the argument is, B is a capitalistic sellout, and why is she not spoken in support of Palestine? And she's okay with invoking these imageries of activists. She used it for her last tour. She talked about Malcolm X and all these things. What the hell is wrong with y'all? Y'all don't give this energy to anybody else. Y'all don't even give it to DJ Khaled, an actual Palestinian. I am so utterly confused. And the thing is, I really saw it first and foremost from a lot of non-Black women. And Black women somehow have jumped on this bandwagon. The same Black women that just spent thousands to go to the Renaissance show. Palestine and everything that's going on there is not new. This conflict has been going on forever. And y'all ain't said a word. But this woman comes off a 56-city tour. Somebody gets in y'all ear and says, it's time to hold her accountable. Let's go get her. Not every rich person, not every Black billionaire, but Beyonce. Y'all don't put this much pressure on your local politicians. You don't put pressure on your family. So this little bandwagon shit y'all doing right now, I'm not here for it. I don't like it. It's not cool. And not saying that Beyonce doesn't need to be held accountable, whatever that looks like. But if she doesn't have the language, do you really want her speaking? The last time Beyonce tried to get involved with politics, y'all drug her. And Trump still got in office. And y'all drug her because she supported Hillary Clinton. She went out and got her whole army of formation dancers. They put on their best suits. They came out and called themselves trying to rally behind and get the votes up. And we saw what happened. So no matter what she does, y'all always find a way to villainize her. But in this instance, it's like y'all just learned about Palestine 6 business days ago, and you want to prove this allyship. So Beyonce it is. Burn her at the stake. The interesting thing to me is I can tell that it's coming from non-Black women that did not care for her anyways. And this is a very low-hanging fruit, extremely low-hanging fruit, viral way to talk about the issues connected to Beyonce's lack of action. I can't do it, y'all. I can't play with y'all. A lot of y'all wasn't even involved. I'm going to say this. Beyonce, during the protests that originated out of Ferguson, this new wave of fight for black liberation in the past almost decade, she did actually support an organization that included a Palestinian live streamer by the name of Bassem Masri. I encourage y'all, I implore you to look him up and research him. He sadly passed away in 2018 from a heart attack. And let's talk about that real quick. If y'all really understand what it is to do organizing work and resistance and to really shake tables, you know that it's going to cost you something. It's going to cost you something. It might cost you your mental health. It's going to cost you relationships with your family. It can cause you, you can risk losing your employment. All these things go into it. And I know y'all ain't about that life, because if you was in it that deeply to where it impacted you that way, you wouldn't be focused on a billionaire. You wouldn't be focused on a millionaire. You would be mobilizing where you are with the people that are around you. All this Twitter finger, TikTok finger shit about who should be doing what when you ain't got no real skin in the game, I'm not here for it at all. I would love to focus a lot less on Beyonce and more so on y'all's performative outrage, because somebody got in your ear, somebody that don't care about the girl, somebody that really ain't done much for Black lives. We didn't fix our problems. Like, racism in this country is not over. White supremacy has not disappeared. It has not evaporated. Black folks are still fighting for liberation. We're still fighting against so many different things. So no, it is not our responsibility to stand up for ourselves and at the drop of the dime, get on the front lines for everybody else. Will we do it? Yes. Are Black women by default everybody's soldier? It seems that way, but it shouldn't be. That's not our job. And the funny thing is, when we need people, we are the last to be tended to. We are the last to be cared for. So when Beyonce uses the Malcolm X quote that the most disrespected person is the Black woman, it's true, because look how y'all being disrespectful now. It's almost like, look, all right, next checklist, we need you to fight for this now. Beyonce, you gonna use your voice for this? Oh no, you capitalistic sellout? A newsflash, y'all, we all capitalists. We all engage in capitalism. Every pop-up that y'all go to with Black-owned businesses charging double for body butters and Atta-B bracelets, baby, that's capitalism. None of us are free from that, okay? So let's just, sometimes I just can't with y'all. I love y'all, but I can't with y'all. Because it's not coming from a genuine place. If you're not involved in local politics, local organizing, if you don't even know who your local Congress, I'm just saying, if you really with the shits, you don't wait for millionaires to come save you. It's never been that way. Ever. It hasn't. And it's almost like these regurgitated copy-paste talking points, and it's not gonna get us anywhere, and it sure as hell ain't gonna force Beyonce's hand. Y'all don't like what that girl does, and then y'all, well, she went to Dubai, and why would you perform there? Y'all up here still posting your trips to Dubai. You still trying to figure out what the cheapest route is to go vacation and flex for the gram. And this is why I get the icks when folks are quick to call themselves activists. Because a lot of y'all, it hasn't cost you anything yet. You see people saying things on social media and you decide, you know what, I'm going to hop in there as well. Anything to go viral. It was so bad. I saw a girl make a comment about, well, you know, she don't want folks talking about her daughter. You want to defend your daughter, but what the hell does her daughter, her being a mother and defending y'all dragging her daughter, have to do with Palestine? I am so damn confused. It's like at this point we just reaching for something. I need us to get it together. So the midweek cookie crumble for me is y'all's selective outrage, y'all's half-ass activism, and your lack of research. And I equate new activists to like born again Christians and new drivers. You know, when somebody gets to a new level in life and they learn a new skill, so they get really, really excited and passionate, and they just loud, strong, and sometimes wrong. You don't know what people do in their personal lives. You don't know what causes they're donating to. You know nothing. So number one, you can't pocket watch and you cannot speak for somebody else's intentions. It's disingenuous, but most importantly, leave Black women alone. And this ain't me blindly defending Beyonce. It's me calling out y'all's bullshit. Y'all done learned the term capitalist and then took it and ran with it. Y'all run that into the ground the same way y'all do narcissists. And clean your own front yard. If you have not had conversations with your family about Palestine and Congo, if you have not organized protests where you are in your community, if you have not given resources, I'm gonna need you to log off for me, boo-boo. I'm gonna need you to log off. Y'all can't even commit. Y'all can't even commit to not going to Walmart or not shopping at different retailers. Y'all can't commit to leaving Nike alone. Y'all can't commit to one solid boycott. Hell, the NFL, but you mad at Beyonce when you can't even commit to your own fights. I'm gonna need everybody to make it make sense and climb to the highest mountain of be fucking for real. I think that's all I got. I want to keep it very simple today. I had to get that off my chest because it's the cap on this app. Y'all got way too much cap in y'all crunch for me. So thank you for joining me for this quick message. People are starting to cough. It's getting a little nasty out here again. Just a little bit. So whatever we got going on, we're applicable. Wear your mask, wash your hands, socially distance. And when you get a free moment, pretty please remember to clean out your dirty bag. Till next time.
Well, darling, there's only one God. Darling.